Am I the astronaut for firing my babysitter? Every Friday evening, my husband and I, 29 male and 29 female, hire the same babysitter, 18 female, to watch our 3 boys, 3, 5, and 7, while we go out for a date night. For the most part, she has been great. Shows up on time, the boys love her, and they typically just hang out at home and watch a movie. This past Friday, she had come a bit early, and I told her that she could take the boys out to the neighborhood playground since they were being pretty rambunctious. The neighborhood playground is maybe a 3-minute walk from our house. It's small, but the boys enjoy it. She texted me an hour or so after we left and said she was taking the boys to the park. I thanked her for telling me and went back to enjoying my evening out with my husband. When we got home, she gave us the regular report, telling us they were well behaved and had their dinner. And as she and I were in the middle of talking, my 5-year-old bounced up to me and told me they had gone to a different park that was a 10-minute drive away. This girl doesn't have a car. Oh, as a parent, yeah, there are some definite red flags right there. We didn't leave her car seats. I looked at her and she told me that her dad had driven them there in his car since there were no other kids at the neighborhood playground. I was immediately irate. I don't know her father or if he had seats for the boys. I hadn't known where they had gone or have been asked if she could take the boys to this park. I paid her for her time and told her this would be the last time she babysit my children. The girl's father has called me and told me I'm an astronaut for firing her for something as small as taking the boys to a park and called me a controlling helicopter parent. My husband and I think we made the right call. Am I the astronaut? Reminder, these kids are 3, 5, and 7. It's not the 80s anymore. Babysitter's dad, it's not the 80s anymore. It's not, you can't just like throw a bunch of kids in the back of a station wagon and let them roll around as you go across town. Beyond that, even if it was the 80s and you didn't have to have the kind of booster seats and car seats that you do need to have now, you sure as shit have to communicate with the parent of a child if you are taking them somewhere that is not someplace they've been before, not someplace that you had clearance to take them ahead of time. You have to communicate those kind of things. What if something happens? What if they need to quickly find their children? They have no idea where they are. It sounds like, now to be fair, I don't know how the babysitter's dad got involved with all of this. Shit went sideways when he showed up, right? Maybe this was his suggestion and he showed up and he's like, hey, let's go do this. And she's like, yeah, but we don't have car seats. And he's like, it'll be fine. Because as soon as there was a problem, he called up OP here and said that she was being a helicopter parent controlling asshole. So he's clearly a source of a lot of problems here. But it doesn't matter. There's no separation between this girl and her dad. She knows. She's babysat for them for a long time. If they were going somewhere different, she knows that she should have communicated that. She's smart enough to do that. She's 18, unless dad just convinced her not to. Either way, as a parent, I would be absolutely on fire. On fire. And if this dad had called me up, telling me I'm a controlling helicopter parent asshole, we'd have had words. We would have met at a park and had some words. Not okay. You abused the freedom that you had, so you don't have it anymore. It's as simple as that. NTA, OP. NTA. I don't know. I mean, as a parent, if you had a sitter who did that, I think calling CPS is dangerous for you as a parent, right? I mean, you definitely don't let those people around your kid again.